Welcome to the SharePoint 2013 Tips and Tricks series. Today we'll discuss how to use the check-in, check-out process in SharePoint. First, we'll discuss why it's necessary. Then we'll skip over to SharePoint and do a demo on how it's actually done. We'll speak a little bit about version control, and then we'll come back and end with a recap. Why is it necessary? First of all, it allows only one person at a time to edit a document. This is important because it prevents one editor from overwriting the work of another editor. It also enables versioning, and finally, it allows the management of those versions. Now let's hop over to SharePoint. Do a quick demo here. First thing you'll see is we're in a document library, several documents of different variant types. Here you'll see an icon showing the native application for each of the documents. You'll notice that next to this PowerPoint document called Check-in, Check-out, you'll see a little green arrow pointing downward. That means it's checked out to someone. If you hover over it, it'll show who that person that has it checked out is. So let's take a quick look at how to do the check-in, check-out process. Because there are several versions of Microsoft Office in use, there are several ways to do the checkout. And I'll show you three of those ways. The first way is if you hover over the document that you want, you'll see the little check mark show up. Click the check mark, it highlights the document. Then you go up here to the ribbon, click Files, and you'll see Checkout, Check-in, and Discard Checkout. Discard Checkout means that you don't want to save your document back. You just want to put the original file back into the SharePoint and let others use it. So that's the first way. The second way is if you go down to your document, you'll see these three dots. Click the three dots. Click the three dots again, and you'll notice that it says Checkout here. If it was already checked out, it would say Check-in. So this is how you check it back in if you already have the document checked out and you've made your changes. You also see version history here, which we'll cover in just a moment. The third way, which is the way that I use, and I am using Microsoft Office 2013, so this definitely works on that version. I believe it works on 2010 as well, but I'm not 100% on that. However, I just click the name of the document. You'll see the document open in its native, in this case, Word. You'll see a yellow band across the top with the word Checkout. Click that box, and that checks the document out, and it opens it for editing. Then you can go through, make your changes. You notice we have checked the document out. We did that. Open the document. In 2013, Office 2013, you'll notice that that procedure is backwards, so these were done simultaneously. So let's make a quick change, which is step 3. Once you've made your changes, then you go and you want to save your document. So you'll go up to your save icon, and you'll notice that there's a couple of arrows that are in the shape of a circle. That means that it's going to save it back to SharePoint. If you don't see that, that means it's not saving to SharePoint. It's probably saving to your hard drive. So make sure that you're seeing the circle arrows, the little green icon at the bottom right corner of the save. Click Save. Then you want to check your document back in. There are two ways to do that. The first way, click File, and under the Info tab, you want to click Check-in. Here's also another opportunity to discard your checkout. Second way is to simply close your document. Close your document. Pop-up will show that says others won't be able to see your changes until you check in. Do you want to check in now? You click yes. And here, version comments. If you have version comments or versioning control turned on in your document library, you'll see this pop-up that allows you to input version comments. And I highly recommend that you use the version comments, because if you ever need to go back and open a previous version, you want to be able to quickly see what versions had what changes. This way you won't have to keep opening several documents at a time just to see. Down here you'll notice it says keep the document checked out after checking in this version. What that means is that you've made some changes. You want others to be able to see the changes you've already made, but you have more changes to make, so you're not ready to check the document completely in. You can click that button. In this case, I won't do that. I'll put in the comments and click OK. That'll close it. And let's refresh the page to make sure that we have our document set. You'll notice there is no little arrow, which means that the document is fully checked in. Let's check our version control. Click the ellipsis, the three dots, click the ellipsis again, and then version history. You'll see the different version numbers. This is where you can open the different versions, where you also see the date and time that it was checked in. You see who last modified the document, the size of it, which is usually not that important, and then you'll see the version comments. And this here will make it easy for you to go back and say, oh, there's a change I'm looking for. Let's open that one. Let's close that. And that is the check-in, check-out process in SharePoint 2013. Let's hop back over to our PowerPoint for a quick wrap-up. First, we check the document out. Then we open the document. And remember, this can happen in reverse order if you're using Microsoft Office 2013. We made our changes. We saved our changes. We checked our document back in. And then we added our version comments. That is the check-in, check-out process. Thank you, and see you next time.